The following is a presentation of the Vol Network. Closed captioning provided by the University of Tennessee full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here. This is Tennessee football and the beginning of the Butch Jones era.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to the Vol Network, documenting the most storied program in college football. Welcome to the Butch Jones Show, hosted by Tennessee head football coach Butch Jones and the Vol Network's Bob Kessling. Brought to you by the one bank that backs the Big Orange like no other, First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols. By your local Ford dealer. Go further on a Tennessee Saturday. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsors of UT football. By Dish, proud to be an official sponsor of the Big Orange. Catch the Vols on Dish. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. Now, the Butch Jones Show.
And you hear the phrase brick by brick. I think it's very important that they really do understand that they're an important brick in the building of this foundation in this football program. And I've said it as every brick is symbolic of every person, every individual in our football family. Team 117 is the foundation of Tennessee football. We have to prove that we can go on the road and win football games, and there's a lot to play for. And I think our players understand that. I do know this. I know our players are very prideful, and the only thing you can do is roll your sleeves up and go back to work today. We're still playing for a lot, and we're working to be 1-0 this week and carry that momentum into the offseason.
It was a game that featured big plays on offense, a goal line stand, a record-setting performance on defense, and a road win for the Tennessee Volunteers over Kentucky. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. And we spoke about being 1-0, and 1-0 was very symbolic of where we need to go with this football program of moving forward into our off-season strength and conditioning program, into the recruitment of attracting top caliber class to the University of Tennessee, but also in the spring football and then the start of summer and then August camp as well.
It was a lot of talk about momentum coming into the game, and suddenly second play, Rajon Neal goes 60 yards. Your team came out, really looked locked in and ready from the start of the game.
We were ready to go. And when you go on the road, you're responsible for creating your own momentum plays, your own opportunities. And obviously Rajon Neal getting us on the board with the first drive was very, very big. And finally, we made some big splash plays, particularly on third down, and you just spoke about it, the goal line stand. We made critical plays at critical stages of the game.
That goal line stand was big because Kentucky was trying to claw back in it. When you stopped them, that really ended their momentum.
They were, and then, you know, having a 99-yard play drive and turn that into points, turn that into 7 points. And again, the resiliency of this football program, our wide receiver position was decimated with injuries. Jason Crew makes a great play, flips field position, breaks his collarbone. So now all of a sudden Jonathan Johnson, Devin Young come in, and they stepped up and they made plays. And I thought Joshua Dobbs really grew up as well, making some critical plays, some critical throws on third down for us.
You got to be proud of the senior class because they could have rolled over and not put much forth effort, but they didn't. In fact, a lot of your seniors were reasons why Tennessee won this game.
Well, you're exactly right. And we spoke with them about how do you want to be remembered. You always remember your last game. And for them to play the way they did, I was very, very happy for them. You know, Jawan James makes his 49th career start. Rajon Neal, 1,000-yard rusher. You know, so many great storylines. Corey Miller breaking Reggie White's sack record of 4.5. Again, it's very fitting for this senior class and everything that they've been through to be able to leave Tennessee with a positive experience of going on the road and winning a football game was great to see.
I know in the locker room last night it was tough for those seniors to take that jersey off for the last time. They've been through so much, as you said.
Well, it becomes surreal, and it becomes real. You never really think it's over with until it's over with, and they didn't want to leave the locker room. And again, to see the look in their eyes and be able to sing Rocky Top one more time was very fitting and very special.
Tennessee ends the season on a good note with a 27-14 win over Kentucky. We'll show you highlights next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Our Adidas Ball Scholar of the Week is James Stone. The senior offensive lineman from Nashville majors in communication studies.
Right now I'm a major in communication studies, and I pretty much chose that because I feel like it was broad enough for me not to just get bored with it, really. And I can apply it to a lot of different areas because I really wasn't sure about what I wanted to do as occupation-wise after football.
James wants to take his Tennessee degree and use it to help children.
I just want to work somewhere where I can help people. Preferably, I want to work with younger kids. Maybe I know a lot of people doing upstarts and things like that, so I'm working communications with nonprofit organizations that are helping teens and things like that. It's something I really wanted to work with. It's something you think about all the time you're growing up is getting a college degree, and to be able to come and get one from the University of Tennessee is something that I would never even dreamed of growing up.
Congratulations to James Stone, our Adidas Ball Scholar of the Week.
With the best combination of torque and fuel economy, you don't just own the best-selling truck in America. You own anything the work week throws your way.
It also comes in pretty handy on a Tennessee Saturday. Let's go, boy!
Score up to $87.50 or $77.50 plus a Ford Black Friday Award prepaid MasterCard worth $1,000.
Tennessee Saturdays, built Ford tough.
There are almost 6,000 hospitals in the United States, but only 6.5% have been singled out for a special honor. And of those, only one is located right here in our region. The University of Tennessee Medical Center, recognized by the American Nurses Credentialing Center as a magnet hospital for outstanding patient care and nursing excellence. Nurses who care. It's who we are. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
When I'm on the road recruiting, everything is about selling the University of Tennessee and selling the great state of Tennessee. What more could you want than to be able to go in your pocket and flash your big orange debit card? Let them see that orange power tee. It's a pride of who we are. Everywhere you go, we need to show our pride and show our big orange debit card.
From mobile banking to mobile deposit to the new Big Orange debit card, we're the one bank that offers it all to Vol fans. First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
Welcome to TRH Health Plans. I'm Tracy. Can I help you?
We're looking for Medicare supplements.
Well, we have great rates on...
Have you tried your hair back? That's darling Martha.
Marcy, wouldn't some plants just brighten this place up?
And some curtains, too.
So, do you have Medicare supplements or not?
Focus, dear.
We've got you covered. From Medicare supplements to individual or family coverage, we've got you covered. So come by a Farm Bureau office today.
All the big plays, the great games, and magic moments.
Touchdown, Peyton Manning!
The Vol Network has dug deep into its archives to assemble the ultimate video collection from one of Tennessee's greatest football heroes, the Peyton Manning Collection. This 2-disc set includes over 6 hours of pure Peyton.
Manning rolling to the right side, and it is touchdown!
Available now at participating Cracker Barrel Old Country stores, Walgreens, the UT Bookstore, and online at volnetwork.tv.
This is how the Vols pitch in.
Making a positive influence in our community is yet another means of sustainability. During the 2012-2013 academic year, the football Vols performed over 1,300 hours of community service, 92% of which were on a voluntary basis. These student athletes give true meaning to the name volunteer and a great effort toward a more sustainable tomorrow.
Pitch in and do your part the next time you come see UT play. Thanks to Eastman, Waste Connections, and Food City. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
Special week for Tennessee and everybody. It's Thanksgiving week, and so the Vols practiced Thursday morning in Neyland Stadium, and you close things out with the last tackle for the seniors.
The last tackle, and they had come to me and wanted to go practice in Neyland Stadium one more time, so it was a very special day on Thursday, and to be able to be together as a football family and spend Thanksgiving Day together was very, very special.
And so you call out each senior's name, and they get to run through and tackle a dummy that's dressed up as a Kentucky player, and it's really great recognition for the team and send those seniors out on a good note. Make them feel good.
Well, it is, and our team forms a gauntlet. They form a tunnel for them to run through, and it's the first time I had been a part of that. And, you know, that's part of those traditions that we take very seriously here.
Now Tennessee carries that on to the game against Kentucky, and Devin Young returns the opening kickoff for the Volunteers.
Well, again, getting a jump start, creating that momentum, a 35-yard return, our kickoff return, does a great job, and Devin really did a great job all game.
This is second play from scrimmage.
And we talked about creating our own momentum, and Jason Kroom does a great job with his block on the corner, and then, you know, our offensive line gets him to the second level, and Rajon finishes the deal. And, you know, it's the first 1,000-yard season rusher for Tennessee since 2010. And with this run, Rajon is 12th career now in rush yards here at Tennessee, and that's something that I know is very, very special to him.
Passed a couple of pretty good former Vols, too, doing it, Charlie Garner and Aaron Hayden. And you see the speed of Rajon Neal.
Yes, and again, finishing the runs and the big plays that we've continually spoke about.
Tennessee on defense, and A.J. Johnson on another big night.
Well, first consecutive 100-plus tackle season since 90-91. You know, A.J. has done a great job all year for us.
There's Jacques Smith, another senior, making a big play.
Again, negative yardage football plays, and that's what you want. And then, you know, I thought Josh really did a great job. You could see he limped most of the game with his leg, but he did a great job on the zone reads and really providing a spark for us in the rushing game.
One of the big plays you talked about, Coach.
Well, we talk about making plays and playing the ball in the air, and that's what we need is, you know, Jason Kroom's a 6'3" wideout, go up and make a play, and tremendous effort, tremendous concentration, and, you know, we needed some of these. That's the way the ball bounces, and a great job by him.
You work on it every day in practice, the old tip drill, right?
Well, we do, and it's all about finishing plays, and again, to go up 14-0, that was a big momentum change for us.
Corey Miller had a record-setting night, and here's his first sack.
Well, this comes on our 3-down package, and you're going to see clips throughout the course of the show where second and extra effort plays for him.
Another big play here for Kroom.
Well, another third down conversion in flips field position coming out of your own end. This is a play, unfortunately, where he breaks his collarbone, but, you know, in between the cover 2 zone, and Josh does a great job of pushing the pocket and getting it in that hole shot.
So somebody has to step up, and Devin Young did that.
Well, again, on the bubble screen here, and we treat this like a run play, and Devin does a great job of what we call knifing it and getting the ball north and south.
Read option, and Dobbs takes off.
Again, another element to our offense, and does a great job of keeping it, and then our receivers do a great job of really helping him get into the end zone.
Is he getting more comfortable now tucking the ball and running on the read option?
He is, and again, that brings a whole nother dynamic to your offense when you can make the quarterback a running threat.
So Tennessee goes up 20-0. They led 20-7 at halftime. We pick up third quarter action with Kentucky in the football.
Well, again, we knew that they were going to challenge us with some different things, and here's a great break up and a great break on the drive by Coleman here.
And then again, Corey Miller with the sack.
Again, second, third effort that you can see, and our relentlessness to get to the quarterback, and that was great to see.
Michael Pilardi was terrific all night. And here's another booming punt, 59 yards.
Well, you know, we talk about hidden yardage, and right there is about 35 yards in hidden yardage, and for every 100 yards, it's worth 7 points, and we had over 150 yards of hidden yardage.
Pilardi averaged 49 yards per punt in the game, and there's A.J. Johnson again.
Again, very active to the football, and I thought all game long our defense really swarmed to the football.
Now the two defensive ends meet at the quarterback. That's what you like to see.
Well, it is, and we talk about opportunity sacks here, and our secondary did a great job of really creating that sack. And then, you know, we talk about big critical moments of the game, and here's 3rd and 7. Josh does a great job of standing in the pocket. Offensive line provides protection, and then Jonathan Johnson does a great job with his route.
Rajon Neal, another tough run.
Again, you know, you can see he has changed his running style, Bob, north and south, and then, you know, 1st and goal here, I thought this was a big play. Continue to keep the momentum. Josh does a great job on the play action pass. I thought he threaded the needle, And Devin Young, I thought this was a true concentration catch and did a great job. And you can see Devin really sparked us, not only in the return game, but at the receiver position as well.
So here's Kentucky now. They take the ball down the field, and this is a 3rd and goal.
Well, we always talk about just give us a place to stand. And again, a great illustration defensively of moving forward. We create 4th down, and as we know, we've spoke about on the show all year long, it's a game of inches. And this, again, defies inches. And the play was reviewed, and Justin Coleman does a great job of coming up from the corner position, and then we swarm to the ball, and he comes up a little bit short.
They reviewed it, and Mobley is short, and Coleman again with a big play along with Dontavis Sapp. So Tennessee takes it to the 4th quarter.
Well, again, 3rd and 10, ball on the 1-inch yard line, and this is part of a maturation process of a quarterback. We're running 4 verticals with an inside read, and I thought this is one of his better throws, and then Devin does, again, a great job of really sticking the post and being ready for the football.
And again, the quarterback has to look downfield. You can't look at the rush here, can you?
Well, you can. We talk about being a high-vision quarterback, and he's about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. We practice this each and every week, and again, this is what I think is the maturation of a quarterback.
Terrific throw, and Devin Young gets right down the middle of the field.
Again, does a great job catching, advancing it, and then protecting the football. And then here's Corey Miller, another sack, and again, just a relentless process. We talk about working to dominate your opponent for 60 minutes. Not only does he defeat the offensive guard, but he also defeats the running back as well in that play.
So now he's at 3.5 sacks on the season. And Pilardi, spectacular all night punting the football, and watch this one, 69 yards.
Well, if the 59-yard punt wasn't enough, now it's 69 yards. And we do a great job coverage-wise of getting the ball down there. And again, you're flipping field position. And anytime you do that, it's a byproduct of playing great defense, and you're going to be successful.
So let's do it one more time with Pilardi. And this one inside the 5.
Well, this was big, Bob, because there's a minute and 50-some-odd seconds left, and they had 11 down. They had 11 men to try to block the punt, and we did a great job here, and again, creating a turnover, and really to win the football game, this allowed us to take a knee and run the clock out.
And it also set the record for Corey Miller, his 4.5 sack of the night, breaks Reggie White's record of 4 sacks in a game, and so Corey Miller is going to be in the Tennessee record book for his entire life.
Well, very fitting that the game would come down and Corey Miller has the sack to end the football game. And again, it's a great illustration of moving forward our younger players, about seniors playing their best football. And we already spoke about Juwan James and Ray John Neal, Michael Pilardi, but Corey Miller as well.
You're really proud of this football team, the senior class, the way they've just persevered the whole season, aren't you?
Well, you just said it. They've persevered, and they've been through so much, the highs, the lows of Tennessee football, and to be able to go out on a winning note and see the look in their eyes. And, you know, they had spoke about the night before to the football team about how much this season meant to them. And, you know, there was the highs and the lows, but it was successful in terms of them setting the foundation for many years to come, showing great resiliency as we continue to move forward. We have a lot of work to do, but again, being here for a full year now, I know exactly where we're at in the program. I know where our deficiencies are, and we have to continue to move forward and develop our young players, but also go out and recruit.
And we'll continue with more on the Butch Jones Show in just a moment.
Some call it doing the right thing. Yin and yang, the golden rule. At Farm Bureau Insurance, we call it the way we do business every day. That's why we're proud that for the 2nd year in a row, we were given the J.D. Power Award for the highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the southeastern region.
Natural gas brings hot water home fast. Natural gas heats water twice as fast as same-size electric. Plus, while some utility bills seem to change every month, gas bills seem more steady. Why? The supply of natural gas for homes keeps growing. More supply means more economy. In Tennessee, man's best friend is
natural gas.
Almost.
In 1944, Bill Bowers heard the bell from the USS Arizona was set to be melted. Instead, he got it installed at his alma mater and rang it for the first time, starting a 50-year Wildcat tradition. And when the new student union opened, he gave the bell another ring at age 99. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai. See what loyalty looks like at the Loyalty Report on the postgame.
Do you have unexpected bills? Need cash now? Let Title Max turn your car title into cash. With Title Max, get $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, even $2,500. Title Max gets you the most cash, the lowest rates, with instant approval. Your car title is your credit, and Title Max gets you the cash you need in 30 minutes or less. So if you need help paying your bills, bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, America's largest 4G LTE network and official wireless provider of Tennessee Athletics. By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by Food City, value every day. It's time to go inside the orange. Brought to you by the Peyton Manning Collection on DVD. Available at participating Walgreens and Cracker Barreled All Country Store locations or online at volnetwork.tv.
It's something you dream about. It's something you think about when you first come here. It's something something you take pride in. Something that you love, because you know that no matter what you do or wherever you go 15 years from now, whatever, you'll always be called Evolve for Life. You'll always be part of the Tennessee program. So Evolve for Life is a strong term. I know I truly understand that I'm blessed to be a part of it. And if I had a chance to do it all over again, I would do it all over again.
Today is a special day for 28 members of the football team.
This is a senior class that turned things around here. That kind of got the ball rolling for years to come, and for the guys under us, to give them a positive view of exactly what needs to be done. We're just trying to take the coaching that Butch Jones has given us and display it in the best way possible.
There's the snap, there's the kick, there's the win.
It's an honor, a blessing to be known as a leader on the team, as being a senior. The biggest thing is making sure that we tell the younger guys and we show the younger guys before we leave here, what it really means to be a Tennessee Volunteer.
Growing up, watching the team, always wanted to play here. I will live with those memories, running through the T, doing the ball walk, being able to sign autographs for the little kids after the game. That's probably what will stick out the most.
First time run through the T, my first sold out crowd, starting at tailback, starting at receiver. Man, just the struggle, the hard work.
Coach Jones always talks about laying the foundation. Team 117, we're not Team 116, we're not Team 118, we're Team 117. We're the first team he came in under, and it's important to us that we do things the right way. We start laying the foundation for the Butch Jones era, and we get Tennessee back in that right direction. And although we're not going out on top right now like we would want to be, we know we did things the right way. We know we are laying that foundation, and we know we're getting this program headed in the right direction. It's going to be hard for me to step away from this place because he really brings out that passion, not just to me, but through the whole team for this program and for the game.
Man, I just want to truly thank the fans of all country. And man, I really appreciate being a part of this family, and always will love and be involved. Thank you.
Vol fans, my family, everybody around the country, thank you so much for your support over the past 3-4 years. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You guys are the best.
Ball Nation, man, I came here as a boy, and I can honestly say that I came here as a boy, somebody that was immature and didn't understand what it really meant to be here. And you guys embraced me, and you shaped and molded me right before my eyes, right before your eyes, and man, you are the greatest fans on earth. And when I say that, it's genuine. Like, I really mean that. We've been through some tough times since I've been here, and you guys have always been the one that stayed consistent with all the changes and all the new faces. You guys stayed all the way through 5 years, and for that, man, I'm truly grateful, and I'm blessed to be a part of a great university like that, and just thank you. And I mean that from the heart. Thank you. I never forget it.
Just got a little emotional watching those seniors one more time. Your job is about developing football players, but more importantly, developing men.
Well, developing future leaders, future husbands, future fathers, and that's what it's all about. Is when they leave our football program at the University of Tennessee, they're better individuals. And this senior class, I told them, they're going to rely on their experiences down the road in their future lives, whether it's being a husband, whether it's being in a board meeting, whether it's just life. They're going to be better because they've been a part of our football program and the experiences that they've had for 4 and 5 years. And I could sit and watch that video all day because I like seeing the look in their eyes. And we talk about having affinity for the University of Tennessee, and they love the University of Tennessee. And I thought Marlon Walls said it the best about our fans. And, they are truly the best. And this is the proudest college football program in America. And we understand that, and that's what makes our individuals work that much harder.
And as a coach, when they come back 4 or 5 years later and they've got kids and they've got a successful job, that's what's so satisfying for you.
No question. That's when I know we've made a difference. The number of phone calls, the text messages, the relationships, and in the recruiting process, we tell everyone is that if you come to the University of Tennessee with this coaching staff, you're not getting a 3, 4, 5 year commitment from us. You're getting a lifetime commitment, and that's what it's all about.
Very special senior class going out for the Tennessee Volunteers. What's going on social media? Here's Sarah Mitchell.
It's the best of the season in Vol Football Media Mash. We want to take a look back at the season and show you a few of our favorite posts in social media. You can't forget this first picture posted by Chad Fields. By his collection of UT attire in this picture, no one can deny he is a Big Orange supporter. And Brett Beckham posted this picture of his daughter, decked out in her game day orange and white, even at just a few weeks old. Do you remember when senior Jawan James tweeted this message? Got the coolest head coach in America. Well, he's still right. Once again, we salute Martin Sims and Peter Farrell, both UT alumni and judge advocates with the combined Joint Interagency Task Force. We say a special thank you to all of our military service men and women. Thanks, Troy, for giving up your time to serve in the Philippines with the typhoon relief effort. Like he said, brick by brick. And you can't forget the hype that surrounded the Battle at Bristol announcement. Emily posted this aerial shot of Bristol Motor Speedway in great excitement of the big 2016 game. Congratulations to the Vols on a victorious final game of the 2013 season. Keep posting your best Tennessee football tweets and tag me at SarahUTK during this offseason. Thanks for cheering on the Vols and Team 117. Don't go away, the Butch Jones Show will be right back.
Never be far from the game. Download NFL Mobile and watch live NFL games exclusively from Verizon every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night. Never being without football. That's powerful. Verizon.
With the best combination of torque and fuel economy, you don't just own the best-selling truck in America. You own anything the work week throws your way.
It also comes in pretty handy on a Tennessee Saturday. Let's go, boy!
Score up to $87.50 or $77.50 plus a Ford Black Friday Award prepaid MasterCard worth $1,000.
Tennessee Saturdays. Built Ford tough.
When you're passionate about what you're doing, you have the chance to do great things. And when you do the right thing over and over, you make it look easy. So celebrate sustainability. Just recycle your plastic cup or bottle in the Eastman Red Top containers the next time you come see the Vols play. Thanks to Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. Celebrating 20 years of sustainability. Good sports always recycle.
It's college football season, and the orders are pouring in.
Sales spike, I'm happy.
Profits up, I'm happy.
Millions of fans, no time. I'm nervous.
Can we handle the logistics?
Use UPS. Digital tracking, proactive alerts, less paperwork. We save time, customers get what they need. Everybody's happy.
Buckeyes happy. Gators happy.
Hogs happy.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
It's a win.
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 Win. I love logistics.
I do not care for those big grocery chains. I shop at Food City. The produce and the meat and the prices are great. Now, what I like most is they're a local company. They provide thousands of local jobs and they support the community. They literally give millions of dollars to our local food banks and schools and well, I'm a teacher, so I really appreciate that.
Value every day, Food City.
Fans, your child's inside look at Tennessee athletics is available through the Junior Vols Club. Annual memberships include a Junior Vols t-shirt, monthly newsletters, free admission to select UT sporting events, and much more. For more information or to sign up for Junior Vols, visit utsports.com. Presented by the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, proudly serving the University of Tennessee Athletic Department since 1949.
When you wake up on game day, there's just something different. You can just feel the intensity.
My mind kind of races all over the place. It's what you dream about as a kid playing youth football. Playing high school football, you want to be on that bigger stage, and the Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee is the biggest stage you can be on.
Coming over to Neyland, it's a great experience just to see all the support that we have and all the fans that come out to support us.
On buses riding by the river, we see the Vol Navy out there. They're always screaming and, letting their horns go on their boats, and that's, that kind of gets you a little excited.
And once you hit that ball walk, you know it's game time. I mean, once you pull up on the buses, you see them fans out there, you hear the noise, you see the police, it's game time, it's ready to go to war.
You just feel it in the air, just electric.
Game day, it's just unreal, playing in front of 102,455. Tennessee is a place not like others.
All you can do is smile. It's a lot of people out there that scream and holler.
The crowd comes to its feet. The decibel level goes up. And Butch Jones leads his Tennessee Volunteers running through the tee on a Saturday afternoon at Neyland Stadium. Wherever you're listening, it's football time in Tennessee.
Game day experience at Neyland Stadium, hard to beat, and you really feel if you can get a young recruit on campus, that's a winning edge for you.
It is a winning edge, and we've done an inordinate amount of official visits during the season this year just because we want them to feel the passion and the pageantry that surrounds Tennessee football, and it starts obviously with our great fan base. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're having such a successful year in recruiting is our great fan base, and they've been able to experience game day Tennessee Saturdays, and that's a tremendous advantage for us. We talk about people make a place, and people make a place, and that's what separates us.
Hard to imagine still, through all of this year, over 95,000 per game at Neyland Stadium.
It's amazing, and that's something that you can never take for granted. I tell our players all the time, and also our student body, we were up over 2,000 students per game. And when most universities are speaking about their student sections being cut in attendance, we're growing that, and that's a great thing. And again, as we continue to move forward, I'm excited about the future, and a lot of it too is our fans mean so much to us.
When we come back, we'll ask the coach here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dick.
Tennessee's defensive tradition was forged by Hall of Famers, from Bob Suffrage to Doug Atkins and Reggie White. But it was a group of 21st century Vols that set the all-time sack record for the Big Orange.
Hey, sack!
Check the stats. The 2000 edition of Tennessee Defense holds the record for most sacks in a season with 50. Anchored by John Henderson and Will Overstreet, with a little help from Albert Hainsworth, it's no wonder this group still remains at the top of the Tennessee record book.
Check the stats. Only from Dish do you get the Hopper Whole Home HD DVR. Learn more at dishballs.com. Catch the balls on Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. A few generations ago, Tennesseans didn't know about natural gas. Electric or coal was it. Then some tried. Natural gas home heat meant fresh air warmth, hot water twice as. What do they say now? Hindsight is 20/20. Energy talk today is about wind, solar, and natural gas. Fresh air warmth, hot water twice as fast. So the new generation could say, with natural gas, foresight is 20/20.
Natural gas.
Well, we talk about One Tennessee. We are One Tennessee. It's a pride of who we are. I'll give my all for Tennessee today, and that's what First Tennessee does each and every day for this great state. They're embedded in our communities. They're a part of our fabric in every way, shape, or form. Community service, taking pride in your community. Those are the little things that separate First Tennessee from the competitors. Tennessee roots, volunteer spirit. That's what you'll find at First Tennessee.
What kind of doctors choose to work at an academic medical center? The kind who conduct research to find new ways of fighting disease and illness, and to develop better treatments and procedures. The kind who freely share their discoveries with future generations of doctors, knowing that a single breakthrough can touch millions of patients. Doctors who care. It's who we are. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Do you have unexpected bills? Need cash now? Let Title Max turn your car title into cash. With Title Max, get $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, even $2,500. Title Max gets you the most cash, the lowest rates, with instant approval. Your car title is your credit, and Title Max gets you the cash you need in 30 minutes or less. So if you need help paying your bills, bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
The Butch Jones Show is being delivered by UPS. Let UPS put the power of logistics to work for you. Visit thenewlogistics.com. By Hyundai. College football fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Hyundai fans just buy another Hyundai. By Eastman Chemical Company, celebrating 20 years of sustainability. Check us out at facebook.com/Good Sports Always Recycle. And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $2.7 billion to support education programs in Tennessee. It's time now for Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Currently serving Vol fans with 7 Tennessee locations and online 24/7 at academy.com.
Coach, here's a question from Clay Davis. Where have you seen the most improvement in the Tennessee team this season?
I think our overall effort and mentality, and it's not still up to our standard and our expectation, but our players understand that, and it's a process. But I thought we took a step moving forward in terms of our style of play, in terms of effort, the passion that it takes to play at Tennessee.
All right, now all the coaching staff hits the road recruiting.
Recruiting today, and including the head football coach. And again, we have to continue to develop and improve this football program, and it starts in the recruitment process. We have 2 weeks, so the next 2 weeks are going to be critical as we attract a very high caliber class to Tennessee, and there's been a monumental change in the recruiting calendar, so we're actually short a week in the recruitment process. So again, these next 2 weeks are going to be critical.
Coach, I know it's had the ups and downs of the season, but thank you and your staff for really putting your heart and soul in this Tennessee program, setting the foundation and moving it forward.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm already looking forward to next season and really looking forward to the winter months of really developing Team 118.
Coach, thanks for the good year.
Thank you.
Coach Butch Jones will continue with more in just a moment.
Fans, tune in every Monday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Join Bob Kessling and Pat Ryan as they break down each and every Tennessee football game. That's the Big Orange Hotline, every Monday night live from Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville.
With the best combination of torque and fuel economy, you don't just own the best-selling truck in America. You own anything the work week throws your way.
It also comes in pretty handy on a Tennessee Saturday. Let's go, boy!
Score up to $87.50 or $77.50 plus a Ford Black Friday Award prepaid MasterCard worth $1,000.
Tennessee Saturdays. Built Ford tough.
Never be far from the game. Download NFL Mobile and watch live NFL games exclusively from Verizon every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night. Never being without football. That's powerful. Verizon.
When I'm on the road recruiting, everything is about selling the University of Tennessee and selling the great state of Tennessee. What more could you want than to be able to go in your pocket and flash your big orange debit card? Let them see that orange power tee. It's a pride of who we are. Everywhere you go, we need to show our pride and show our big orange debit card.
From mobile banking to mobile deposit to the new Big Orange debit card, we're the one bank that offers it all to Vol fans. First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
Oh, Parnell, you're just the man I've been looking for.
Well, what's going on here, Gibby?
Well, thanks to your cash cow, this gentleman brought in a lucky ducky. This lady claims to have a money bunny. And that horse apparently has 4...
No, just the 3.
3 good luck horseshoes.
Tennessee Cash.
Tennessee Cash.
Tell them they just got to get in line.
Now, hold your horses there, Parnell.
With jackpots starting at $200,000 and drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Tennessee Cash is a cash cow. Moolah.
This is where we live. We are busy, but we are friendly. We value our families, and we value our neighbors. We are always building, and we are always improving. We know the value of not getting lost in the system. We know the value of having pharmacists who know us and look out for us. Pharmacists who care about the same things we care about, our community. This is who we are. This is our city, and this is our pharmacy. See the difference. Transfer to volunteer pharmacy today.
Time now for the Tennessee Top 5, brought to you by Hyundai.
Here's a handoff, first down, Rajon Neal right up the gut to midfield, down the right sideline to the 40, to the 30, it's a foot race, Neal to the 20, to the 10, all the way for a Tennessee touchdown.
We definitely just wanted to kind of establish the run early. Man, the guys up front brought it perfectly, hit the crease. My receiver got up to the safety, and I just had to do it from there.
Dobbs fakes a fly sweep, turns, fires in the end zone. The pass is going to be caught for a Tennessee touchdown. A pickup of 7 for Deveron Youngs and a diving catch in the end zone for a Tennessee score.
It was just, an open over route across the middle, and Dobbs just made a great pass. He put it right there on the money for me to be able to make a play on it, and we scored.
Dobbs going to keep it going around the right side, gets to the 30, down to the 20, Dobbs sprinting for the end zone, and he gets there. Touchdown, Tennessee. 40 yards on a sprint by Josh Dobbs.
Zone read, and it was green grass, so I pulled it and just ran as hard as I could until I got to the end zone. It worked out.
Dobbs takes a handoff, back to throw, fires long down the left sideline. That pass going to be broken up, and no, it's caught. It bounced off the Kentucky defensive back right into the hands of Jason Kroom for a Tennessee touchdown.
Kroom did a great job getting off the line and being his man up top. I just gave him a chance to go up and make a play. And it was juggled around a little bit, could have given him a little bit better ball, but he did a great job making a play and getting in the end zone.
Play fake. And throwing the ball, and the ball's knocked out of the hand of Jalen Smith. That's a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Tennessee as Corey Miller got the hit again on Maxwell Smith.
Man, honestly, that was all AJ. It was all AJ Johnson. We had one of our specific calls where he comes in and picks the center, and it was a simple wrap. So I came to him after the game. I was like, man, hey, I appreciate it.
A lot of big plays in the Tennessee win over the Kentucky Wildcats. Now joined by John Bryce from VolQuez.com. And John, talk about some of the big moments in the game. And a couple of the seniors, I think, really jumped up last night and led Tennessee to the win. I guess you start with Rajon Neal.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely a character win for those guys, Bob. You start with Rajon Neal rushing into 12th place on Tennessee's all-time record book, set the tone early with that 60-yard touchdown score. Very needed for Tennessee. Kentucky had some high emotions after the senior day activities, and then Corey Miller, anytime you get to mention someone's name in the same sentence as Reggie White, it says an awful lot. And for Corey Miller to break Reggie White's single-game sack record, just a tremendous accomplishment. And again, that senior class played with a lot of character and leadership, I felt like, Saturday night in Kentucky.
And Michael Pilardi, again, was jaw-dropping on some of those kicks.
He looked like an NFL punter, Bob, and I've felt for a long time that he can be an NFL punter. And anytime you have a 22-yard punt and yet you still average 50 yards for the game, it tells you you're doing a lot right. And the 22-yard punt was extremely effective. It dropped inside Kentucky's 15. 5 of his 6 punts on the day were inside the 20. He had a 69-yarder, just a phenomenal day, really a clinic by Michael Pilardi. I can't believe he's not on the Ray Guy Award watch list.
You look at this team now, and coaches talk all the time about winning your last game and how important it is. And I really think for this Tennessee team, that was a must to carry some momentum toward next year.
It was critical for so many guys. A nice accomplishment for the seniors to get to exit Tennessee with some positive momentum, but critical for those young players. And Tennessee played 25 freshmen, either true or redshirt freshmen this year. They needed a springboard into the offseason. But maybe one of the most interesting things, Bob, is when I talked to Dan Hood after the game, I said, what will you tell these younger guys? And he made it clear it's not just what they'll tell them, it's what they'll show them. Some of the seniors are going to work out with Tennessee's returning players beginning Monday. I think that's a critical step. Those guys need to understand the importance of this offseason, and they need to have some continuity.
We'll continue with John Bryce here on the Butch Jones Show in just a moment.
It's time to announce the AutoZone player of the game. Get in the zone, AutoZone. In the zone for Tennessee was Corey Miller. The senior from Welford, South Carolina, had 4.5 sacks, a single-game UT record, and forced a fumble. Congratulations to Corey Miller, our AutoZone player of the game. AutoZone, proud sponsor of the Vols. Parts are just part of what we do.
Here's the best buy you can get for free. 54 unique and beautiful Tennessee state parks. You can hike and swim, fish and go boating, golf and camp out. Even enjoy our inns and cabins. And admission is always free year-round in your 54 Tennessee state parks. Go to TennesseeStateParks.com for fun and adventure, naturally.
With the best combination of torque and fuel economy, you don't just own the best-selling truck in America. You own anything the work week throws your way.
It also comes in pretty handy on a Tennessee Saturday. Let's go, boy!
Score up to $87.50 or $77.50 plus a Ford Black Friday Award prepaid MasterCard worth $1,000.
Tennessee Saturdays. Built Ford tough.
My
My favorite part about being involved and being a part of the Vol family is that we're one Tennessee.
Being from Tennessee and being able to go to school at the University of Tennessee was an honor for me.
My scholarship means so much to me. It's really a blessing.
My message to the Tennessee Fund donors would be just to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to pursue my dreams.
We appreciate everything that you guys do for us.
Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me and my teammates.
Do you have unexpected bills? Need cash now? Let Title Max turn your car title into cash. With Title Max, get $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, even $2,500. Title Max gets you the most cash, the lowest rates, with instant approval. Your car title is your credit, and Title Max gets you the cash you need in 30 minutes or less. So if you need help paying your bills, bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by the Peyton Manning Collection. Over 6 hours of spine-tingling content on DVD. On sale now at participating Walgreens and Cracker Barrel Old Country stores. Or online at volnetwork.tv. By the Tennessee Fund. Don't just cheer for the volunteers. Be one. Visit TennesseeFund.org.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by TRH Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at trh.com or at your local Farm Bureau office.
Has it blocked it! They blocked Tennessee blocks the punt. It's picked up at the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devon Swafford picks up the punt.
Straying to the ball, playing hard every snap, you know, it's a lot different than high school, definitely.
They've done a great job just developing us as football players and just helping us reach our potential.
That's intercepted on the right side of the 35 to the 20. That's another pick six. This one for Cam Sutton.
It was really exciting, a very exciting moment, and just to cross the end zone and see my parents right there in the end zone, it was pretty exciting.
What a play for a true freshman in his second college football game.
They've been extremely motivating, extremely encouraging of us. They have full belief in our potential, and they have our backs, and that's huge to know that we have their support moving forward.
Coach Jones gets me ready every day. Every time I go into practice, I know he's going to talk to me, he's going to influence me, he's going to help me get better.
Fires long down the left sideline. That pass is going to be caught down at the 25-yard line. The pass complete to Marquez North.
We're able to take tremendous steps forward, and we're able just to prove ourselves and get on the field early, and hopefully we'll have good careers here at Tennessee.
Some of the freshmen that made an impact this year, John, when you look at it in a perfect world, you'd like to redshirt all the freshmen. Tennessee didn't have that luxury this year.
Didn't remotely have that luxury, and if you don't redshirt them, you'd like to have them primarily playing special teams. And again, Tennessee didn't have that luxury. There was a point during the game Saturday night at Kentucky where I think 4 of the 5 offensive skill position players were all first-year players. There were a number of first-year players on the defensive side of the ball, and there were first-year players sprinkled throughout basically every special teams unit all season long. So some growing pains this year, but really a foundation for the future in that process.
But now they go to the weight room, spring practice will be here before you know it, and now these freshmen need to take that next step to lead this team.
They have to take the next step to lead this team, and Butch Jones noted just this past week that we don't have a lot of depth coming back. A lot of our depth will come from our recruiting class, and that means that those 25 or 30 players who did make their debuts this year for Tennessee have to be leaders on and off the field moving forward. I think that will be very much a key, but I think they'll draw on these experiences and really be able to do so. And again, I do think these seniors can influence the younger guys by the way that they talked about. We cost them 15 bowl practices. We have to help them lead into the offseason.
But Coach Jones has made no bones about it. This is going to be a very difficult offseason in the weight room. He's going to push these guys to make that next step, get to a bowl game winning season next year. It's a must.
I think a lot of these guys felt like this past offseason was their toughest ever. I think they'll have it turned up a notch this year. I think Butch Jones has to do that. He has to find a way to push all the right buttons. You know, they got to redshirt some key players that they needed along the offensive front this year. They got other guys' experience that they needed to get, but they do. They have to take that next step, and I thought it was very important and a very strong message from Butch Jones Saturday night in his postgame press conference that said, I want to stay positive, but moving forward, the standard is bowl games every season. I think that's an important message for players, fans, and everyone to hear.
Tennessee wraps up the season with a win over Kentucky. We'll wrap up the Butch Jones Show in just a moment.
Tennesseans are at home with natural gas, and they feel at home with the hometown people at your gas utility. Hometown people answer the phone, answer your questions, not some distant giant government authority. In your home, natural gas heat means fresh air warmth, more hot water faster, lower utility bills, resale value. Tennesseans are at home with natural gas.
As a fan, there are lots of ways to cheer for your team. From hanging with man's best friend, or a group of friends, by standing out or blending in. Whether it's somewhere close to home or the other side of the world. Fans show their loyalty in all kinds of ways. Ours, just buy another Hyundai. See what loyalty looks like at the Loyalty Report on the postgame.
Alzheimer's disease, breast cancer, vascular disease, hormone replacement therapy. These are just a few examples of medical research being conducted today by doctors here in the region's only academic medical center, where the relentless pursuit of new procedures means better care for patients right here. It's what motivates us and defines us. It's who we are. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Well, we talk about One Tennessee. We are One Tennessee. It's a pride of who we are. I'll give my all for Tennessee today, and that's what First Tennessee does each and every day for this great state. They're embedded in our communities. They're a part of our fabric in every way, shape, or form. Community service, taking pride in your community. Those are the little things that separate First Tennessee from the competitors. Tennessee roots, volunteer spirit. That's what you'll find at First Tennessee.
It's college football season, and the orders are pouring in.
Sales spike, I'm happy.
Profits up, I'm happy.
Millions of fans, no time. I'm nervous.
Can we handle the logistics?
Use UPS. Digital tracking, proactive alerts, less paperwork. We save time, customers get what they need. Everybody's happy.
Buckeyes happy. Gators happy.
Hogs happy.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
It's a win.
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 Win. I love logistics.
As we wrap up the show, we also like to thank Bill Terry, who's been our longtime director here on the Coaches Show. He's been in television, directing and producing for 56 years. This is his final show today. He started directing and producing back when Bill Battle was the head coach here. He's done an outstanding job. We'll miss him. He'll now have his feet propped up every Sunday morning when the Coaches Show comes on the air. And again, Bill Terry, thanks for your outstanding work. John Bryce, thank you all season. And we appreciate all of you for being with us here all season long. And for all of us at the Vol Network, I'm Bob Kessling, and we'll see you next year on The Butch Jones Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. For more coverage of this week's game, be sure to watch the Vol Network's 2-hour game replay. Check local listings. Produced at the Huster Broadcast Center.